Do some sharing. All right, all right. We are live, and let me do some sharing real quick because sharing is caring, depending on what you're talking about. Troy. Depending on what you know.
Yeah, that is so true.
Now I want to be clear.
Hmm.
Just because it's good to share.
Yeah, and we're gonna leave it like that, okay?
We're gonna leave it just like that, just like that. Okay, let me do this. Okay, and now let me share this while we're sharing. You know, we got good people like you, Tron, that you share great things in the world with the world. And
Well, try to, at least.
yes, yes. And here's my brother, my fellow king. Hey, my fellow king.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Hey, how
We
you doing,
just
man?
Yeah. So from one king to another, I think y'all may have been on a show together before.
We have.
Yes. Good to
Yes,
see you, Tony.
nice to see you all. Give me 1 second. Let me get this together. Yeah. All right, I think I'm good now. Okay, now
All right.
can you hear me? Okay, I can hear you.
Yes. Can
Yeah, I
you
can
can
hear
you hear
you.
me good? Can you hear me good? Because I know I was having an issue the other night.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Come on. Let me-
He's so special. Oh, who that?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to see if that was me.
I'm
I
not.
have no idea.
Is it me? Let me stop moving. Is it me? Okay. We'll figure it out.
Because I had unplugged mine too. 'Cause I thought it was me. So if it is, then I'll just go regular. But
You know what? I don't know. It might be me. Let me check my mic real quick. Because I did a sound. I called myself on the sound check. Yeah, I know.
now I can't hear you.
You can't hear me now?
I can hear you now, but what you said before, I didn't hear you.
Okay, let me
Um,
try something real quick.
see if I can check my audio right now.
Can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, what about now?
It's very faint.
Yeah, and I can't hear you at all.
Hold on, let me try one more.
Okay, it was him because I'm like, I just wanted to check and see. Oh, let me check this email and see. Email.
Well, there he is.
I know you lying. Is that who I'm thinking? Is that who I'm looking at over there on the other side of me?
No, London, it's me.
I don't see. I'm talking about the person that's
No.
on.
Yes, it's hello, London. How are you, sir?
Oh my God! Hell must be done froze over.
Why does hell have to freeze over because you see me?
You know what?
Because I'm here all the time.
I have my wine for. I have my lemonade for that.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing to say. Nope.
I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
Good. I'm trying to figure out what's
All right. So do y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all hear me? All right. All across the lands out there, do y'all hear me? Rashawn, let me know. Queen Sheila, let me know.
Tyrone, Tron, what's wrong with your Tyrone? Tron, what's wrong with your screen now?
My camera is still acting up.
That's all right, Tron. Baby, that's all right. We know what Tron look like. Yes, we know Tron got Bishop Tron got one handsome mug. That's all right. That's all right. How y'all doing?
Doing
Fine,
well. No complaints.
Right.
It's so good to see y'all.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. Hell froze over and I'm here, right?
Well, you know what? Hell thought out early.
It did.
All I can say is I'm grateful to my brother Tony. I was watching and I wanted Tony to come on. I meant to actually reach out to you last night because I was watching your show and y'all were talking a lot about. Why do I hear feedback? Let me see.
It's probably maybe your headphone. Who knows?
It probably is not on here. Let me just try that. Okay, yeah, I got to get a new pair of headphones. So I was listening to Tony last night, and y'all were talking a lot about, the case with Tyree Nichols and that whole situation. And I actually meant to reach out to you last night because I was actually enjoying that dialogue that y'all were having. And what's the guy's name that's on the show with you?
Nate, brother Nate. Yeah.
Okay, Nate. Okay, yeah. I enjoy him too. He has he spits a lot of deep knowledge, and I enjoy his insight.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's definitely cool. But that whole situation is crazy. I mean, something came across my feed today, basically in a nutshell, saying that it started because one of the officers' baby mothers works with.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
And they were messing around. He's just a jealous baby father, but
is that really what this is? Because I've heard that too. But
that's alleged. But I mean, the way it happened, what we see from the clips, it looks very much.
Yeah, like
that could have been it. That was a setup.
Back.
Right.
Because it just felt extremely personal.
The way they just snatched him about the car, first and foremost, was a bit like.
It was personal.
Yeah, it was personal. It was definitely personal, and
intentional.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I have to say the baby father probably got mad because Tyree probably got that bigger pipe than he do.
And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to speak ill of the dead, but Tyree looked like baby he was carrying.
Skinny folks do carry. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's where the food go. Huh?
You say skinny folks be carrying?
Yeah, that's where the food go mostly.
Well, how much you weigh?
I'm 160.
Yeah, you carrying.
Yeah, I know. So anyway,
hold on now, because I don't see some big holes that carry too.
Well, I
But
mean, I'm
no,
not talking about them. I'm talking about myself.
Uh,
But anyway, I said I don't know
what
about them.
you
I
said?
just know about
What you?
uh, I don't see some big hoes that carry too. Let me tell you what they be carrying:
What they be carrying, bro?
myself.
cookies, cakes, and pies.
That's fine. I can eat those too.
Live laters and fruit roll-ups.
Whole dinner plates and everything. That's good. I work with that.
A bitch be hungry.
Oh yeah.
Let me stop flirting with you because I don't want your girl to get mad.
Like I said, next. Okay.
Oh,
Right away.
you know what? You
All
know
right.
you know she's a jealous woman.
Right, let me go get my bra. Hold on. 1 second.
Anyways, yeah. So even with that whole situation, it's starting to paint a picture that this may have been an act of get back or jealousy, jealous rage or whatever, um, which is even extra unfortunate that you're going to go down, lose everything just for that. If that is to be the case. However, still
Oh,
nobody deserves to lose their life over
ain't
anything
no
of
to
this
be the
nature.
case. Bitch, y'all finna go to
No,
jail.
no, no, no. I'm saying if it seems to be the case that it had the reason why they even went after him was because of this.
Well,
Like the fact that
they
I
already
am.
charged them with illegal kidnapping. So that tells you right there that the stop was not
Well,
lawful. It was not a lawful stop.
the illegal kidnapping kind of happened after they had to then chase him. They snatched him out the car, then they chased him because he ran away, and that whole thing because they didn't really have a reason to stop him. Um, so they saying that he was driving recklessly is the reason why they stopped him. But there's no record of
There
him
is
driving.
no right. There's no
There's
record.
no camera. There's no nothing of him driving
Right.
crazy before they interacted with him.
Because he was at a stoplight. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right,
Correct.
he was.
Huh?
He
Who's
was.
that stop?
And most
Oh,
of the stoplights have cameras on them now for traffic control. So they can see,
if he was
if the
driving reckless.
officer was saying he was driving reckless, they would see that. There's no record of him ever driving reckless.
Right.
So,
Well, and furthermore, if he was driving reckless, why did he take the time to stop at a stoplight?
Right.
who does that? Because he happened to see the cops behind him at the last minute. If he was driving reckless, he would have continued to drive reckless the whole time. Make it make sense.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I saw
I mean,
today.
well,
Go ahead, London.
people don't like my opinion about it, but okay.
Hey, what's up, David Bannister? I saw today that
What's your opinion?
that they actually wait a minute, brother. Let me stop for a second. Why they don't like your opinion?
Yeah, what's your opinion?
What's wrong?
Did some racist ass shit. That's what
Well,
they
yeah,
don't like.
but I mean that of course that goes without saying, and that's why I don't like people to go, oh well, they're black cops. Now, how do you feel? They're
Doesn't
black
matter.
cops in a white
Well,
institution
well,
that
well,
is
well,
built on.
well, well, hold on for a second. Like I explained to tonight, it takes them. They be on the leave of absence. I'm talking about white. I'm talking about white
Oh
folks.
yeah, 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 yeah,
They be
definitely.
on leave with pay, and then
Months
they
and months of
get months
investigation.
and months
Right.
of investigation, and
And
then
the
you
whole time they're
call.
still collecting a check.
Right,
But the whole time you still collecting shit.
and they're
So
ensuring their pensions so that way they don't lose them.
yeah,
That they're able to set everything up to when which if they do get charged, nothing gets affected. Everything
but
runs
y'all
smoothly
it only took you motherfuckers 48 hours to not
because they
only
black.
fight, huh?
Because they black.
It to not only fire them, but to charge them as well. And they
Mhm.
talking about, well, it's Memphis. I don't give a fuck where it is.
No, no, that's not necessarily true. It's really because they talk a good game about backing the blue, but like I said last night, if it's powder blue or damn near light blue or baby blue, they all right with that. But when it's dark blue and navy, damn near purple, no, if you step out of line, there's no backing that blue because they're not gonna back you, and they've
Yeah,
made
Thank
that
you.
very
At
clear.
all.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just,
And plus, too,
I,
they were scared. You
But
know they were scared. Them niggas was gonna riot.
I don't even
right,
think, honestly, I don't even really think they were scared of that. I think because the officers was black, That's the only
Yeah,
reason why y'all
that's
did that.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
That's
being
it.
real.
That's it. That
Mhm.
that's really all it is. Otherwise, you would have heard the police unions. They would have came out first and foremost. They would have
Yeah,
Oh,
said,
they
they
"Oh
ain't
haven't.
said
no."
nothing.
They haven't
This,
uttered a word.
They
they
haven't
would
said
have came
nothing.
out. They would have supported those
Well,
officers to the
well,
heel. They haven't
Yeah,
said a word. They haven't said a word
that's.
because
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my brother Demario. Don't get me wrong. I understand, bro. You cannot. You can't make this right. No, you cannot. It's straight racist. Is what
Hey,
it
but
is.
I promise you, they hide somewhere right now, baby, because it's a lot of angry families out there. It's a lot of angry people out there right now.
oh
So I
yeah,
promise you, where
they gonna
them
bury
officers
them.
hide now.
They gonna
They
bury
hide
them.
now somewhere.
They gonna bury them. Don't worry. But they will get every bit of jail time that every white officer
They
should have
got to
gotten.
make it a trial.
Yeah,
yeah, and they will be made the example.
they of course they will. Of course. Uh,
Yes, I
But I
saw.
mean, do you think this is gonna change? I personally don't feel like this ain't gonna change shit
uh-uh.
until that
No,
until that federal law get passed. I don't think this is gonna change a goddamn
But I
thing.
Well,
think it's gonna take even more than that. We're gonna have, the whole institution is gonna have to be gutted.
well, Congress already done said. You heard what's his name? The one that didn't do nothing with the people in the wrestling team getting molested and stuff by the head coach. What's his name?
You say what? What? Who?
I
Huh?
can't think of the
One of
man's
them,
name.
one of the Republicans.
Yeah, one of the Republican Trump backers. He basically said that it was unfortunate, but he doesn't see anything wrong necessarily with the policing
You
structure
know
as
what?
is.
You know what? See, this is the reason why I need to go to Congress. But I don't. I know I'm gonna be put the fuck out.
Why are you gonna people out?
Cause after I cuss
Listen,
their motherfucking
it,
asses out on national
listen,
TV, they're
listen.
gonna put my
If,
ass out.
if a gay fat stunt queen can get into Congress and
Oh, you mean you mean
lie about it,
you mean Katara? Katara.
Katara,
That's the whole name. Katara.
you mean Katara?
Katara,
they,
girl.
I'm, I'm, I'm gonna have to do something.
Baby, love this, baby. Baby, Mama is better than Joanne, the stunt queen.
yeah, yeah. Don't let the stunt queen be
Look,
saying.
mama ain't black. Mama ain't got no mouth. Mama ain't got no filter on her mouth. I know
What
I'm
was
gonna put.
wrong?
I know they gonna put my ass out. I already know it. I'm
No.
gonna be like a motherfucker. Cause I'm gonna say, is y'all stupid? Did y'all? What side of the bed did y'all wake up on? Like,
It's not that
hello?
they're stupid. Like, it's
They
not
don't
that they don't
care.
care.
Yeah, they don't
They don't
care.
care.
right.
I mean, here
It,
we still don't even have the George Floyd Policing Act
That's what
passed. I
I'm
mean, George Floyd, this man was
look.
murdered on video live,
I
and
get that.
and they still
even
haven't
that
passed the
shit
George
was
Floyd
just,
Policing Act.
but even that was justified. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it you clearly
How was
draw a
that
line in the
justified?
sand. No,
How was that?
to them, it was justified. You don't remember
I'm
this fucking?
even explain to me how that was justified.
He's saying from the perspective of these lawmakers, they do not care. They
Yeah,
will find a way to justify anything.
I'm saying
So
when it
why would you?
happened. But when it happened, that's of course we were having all this discussion about. Well, he was kneeling on like he should have complied. He should have done this. He should have done. That's justifying a murder. In this case, we're not hearing that. We're not hearing nobody talk about. Well, he wasn't on his neck. He wasn't badly hurt. He was. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. There's always an excuse to explain
Nah.
this when it happens to be a person who is of the box persuasion. When I say box, I mean Caucasian, like cracker ish, doing something like this.
Did you just
Uh,
say box persuasion? I'm gonna use that.
yeah,
I like that. I call them clear people, but yeah.
Nah, I
you
just
know.
call them crackers straight up.
Uh-huh.
Use a piece of, yeah.
So
You know what?
it's,
But yeah,
I really
it's
think,
what you gonna say, brother?
I really think we just need to go to Washington and just tear some shit up, which and try not to get.
Baby, they gonna call the National Guard out on your ass. Take your
they
ass to
will
the DC
fire.
corner.
They will fire at you at will upon entrance, and it won't even be
They
nothing.
will light your black ass up and ain't gonna think twice about it.
Nah,
Go
nah,
on up there if you want to, cutting
We're
up.
gonna be waiting for him at the city limits.
Right. Talk about it.
It ain't gonna be the police. It's gonna be the DC National Guard.
Right.
They're gonna have a perimeter
Just,
already set waiting on
I
you.
If
mean,
you ever
I,
thought it took them forever in January 6th, watch how fast they lock you two down.
I mean, I don't know what else to do for these dumbass people. I just don't like.
Well, because one, the problem is really and truly, race plays a huge factor in this that people don't
Yes,
want
it
to talk
does.
about, that they rather just sweep under the rug because we don't want to talk about it, but we'll do it and we'll participate in it, but we don't want to talk about it. And that's part of the huge chunk of this problem is that race is never addressed. It's always swept under the rug. It's always kind of pushed away as,
Or what they doing now, Tony, the new strategy. Now, when we want to have conversations about race, look what's going on in Florida. If you want to have a conversation about race or diversity or equity, inclusion, now it's us making white people feel bad.
feel
Now,
bad. But
now it's us pushing an agenda.
right. But again, that's that white tears mentality. Like I can't help you feel some
I
type of way about the
yeah,
stuff that you
I
are
have
currently doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you are currently doing, even with the whole pushing the black teaching of um, Black history in the higher AP courses because it happens to represent LGBT people in our history. But there are gay people in white people history too that we talk about all the time. We talk about Socrates all the time. We talk about Plato all the time. We talk about all these other white LGBT people. And
You can bring it home even closer, Tony, especially to us black folk. If you want to talk about church, what would the church be without the contributions of LGBTQ people? Because guess what? A lot of the church culture, the music, a
yeah,
lot of what we know of church comes from. There were people who were gay men and women
right,
or transgender men and women that contributed to what we know as church today.
right, right. Of course,
Hmm.
of course.
I,
You know, but it's always justified. But it's okay when they can use you, when they can make use of your talent. If you the church musician or the choir director, and you good at your job, so they can excuse the fact that you one of the girls.
nope.
Or you sing real good, they can excuse the fact that you one of them girls, or if you a faithful tither, or you a faithful armor bearer to the pastor. We know these days sometimes the girls doing more than just carrying the Bible.
They're carrying the bags and the balls too.
Thank you, all of it, and not the boulder ball.
And them as well.
Right.
So it's okay when they have a use for you,
Got deep pockets.
but when they don't, but then
I, I'm
Your volume went out again, Darius.
we can't hear you. Just take the damn headset off your head.
can you hear me now, brother?
Yes.
Yes, take
Yes.
the
I need to
headset
stop moving. I'm gonna get rid of this shit tonight. But yeah, when they have no use for you, then they throw you to the wolves.
You're
Right.
disposable.
Yeah.
I, mm, how
Go
can I
ahead,
say?
London. Just
Yeah,
say
because you have something you want to say.
right.
Get it off your chest.
Say it, brother. Say that.
Because I don't want you to blow up on live.
Right.
I'm not well. Okay. Um.
Stress is a terrible thing.
Honestly, and it's just the God honest truth. If you do say leave me alone, I'm on the show. Get your ass from by me. Until you learn how to think for yourself, when you die, the church ain't gonna be with you. You're gonna be by yourself. So if you think like that, you might have your own mind. But child, these mother, these guys, can't say that. Well, maybe I don't know. Like honestly, I don't give a fuck. I
You
really
know,
don't.
I want to center this back to Tyree. We know today that they had the
They had
funeral services for Tyree. We know that Al Sharpton. It's a shame when incidents like these happen. It becomes so cliche now. We know Ben Crump is gonna come in. We know Al Sharpton is gonna come in
Yes, but I
and
must
do a
say,
fiery eulogy.
Ben Crump's verbiage and his diction has gotten better. So with
And
all
he
the
had enough
knowledge he has,
practice, unfortunately. He's
with
had
all
enough
the
practice, unfortunately.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
They said practice makes
you know,
perfect.
we had Vice President Kamala Harris who spoke. We had George Floyd's brother. You know, we had family members of other people like Trayvon Martin and other people that these tragedies have happened to. That show up. These things become so cliche. I wondered, you know, are people kind of numb to them? Oh, another person don't got killed. You know, um, we gonna act a
We
fool
are,
for a
but we
damn
shouldn't be.
while. We go to the service. It's gonna be in the news cycle for a while, and then we're gonna forget about it.
Mm, you that's unfortunate, but true.
Yeah.
You
Until
got
some more shit happen.
you got a goddamn point, bro. Like real shit. After they done gave thousands and thousands of dollars,
No,
cause
try
Memphis finna have to,
millions.
yeah,
Right.
Memphis finna have to pay them people some money, bitch.
Oh yeah, and then you know what I want to wonder too about that situation. Now you know it came out a day or two ago that there was a white officer who,
Yeah,
when they
Oh yeah.
initially pulled him out of the car, was there, and I think he attempted to tase Tyree, but he did not pursue with the other officers. So they relieved this dude. They relieved this motherfucker of duty, but didn't fire him. So why is he not fired?
Do you need to answer that question?
do you need to answer that question? Do you want me to answer that
I know the
question?
answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Okay.
Well, girl. I mean, he's a little box person.
He's a box.
He's a little
But
box
but
person.
wait a minute. He relieved the duty, but he's still technically employed.
He's a box person.
he is.
And then they fired, but they fired the EMTs, and I think it was two EMTs or firefighters because they're saying when they got there, they did not administer aid to Tyree.
Right. And at the end of the day, that is your job.
So
So
And then they
so you,
fired the lieutenant as well
so
because that person didn't even get out the car.
no. See, the lieutenant's part is still being investigated. They don't know what time the lieutenant got there, and even if he showed up.
Mm.
and then
So
there's
the
also Mhm.
so the T with the EMT off the ambulance people, they're not officers, so that's a whole different bracket.
Well, technically yes and no. So when they show up on a scene, if they show up like before, usually they have to wait for the police to show up. The fire department can show up beforehand and administer aid or whatever. But obviously, if you see someone in distress, it is your job to administer
Yeah.
aid.
But
You're not
the officers didn't even attempt to. I mean, but then again, you're talking about the same people
right,
that was beating, kicking him, and hitting him
right,
with
right.
with
The one
batons.
officer was taking was the one that allegedly might have been involved with the baby mama, and he was he took a picture allegedly of the man as he was laying there half conscious and dead, and sent it to her.
He sent it to the baby.
Sent it
Oh
to
yeah. Oh. Let me tell you, they trying to keep that hushed up, baby. They not gonna want to tell that.
It's just crazy.
But
But
let
the
me tell
service
you how crazy the criminal system is, though. What the prosecutor, what his defense attorney is going to try to use and say, this was a crime of passion.
Mm,
Mark
mm.
my words.
Wait a minute.
It wouldn't be a
How
crime of
many
passion
people?
for all of
You
them.
mean to tell me? Wait a minute. So
No,
all them
that's going to be
officers?
his. No, that's going to be his defense. I'm not speaking
I
on
just
his
finna
own.
say.
Yeah, but they gonna try them. They may not try them separately. They may try them together as a group.
Doubt it.
Mm,
No, they're not gonna try to. I think they need to try each of them individually.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
So you mean to tell me this man done lost his life over a piece of pussy?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
pretty much.
But it also brings back to focus these uh, police gang cultures of these crime fighter units that are gangs. And in order to keep the numbers down, quote unquote, they do vicious things and they are rewarded uh, by the others by doing just heinous stuff. absolutely heinous stuff. There was no need
But
for any of that.
I mean, even when they said the name of the tactical unit, they were like the Scorpions or something. The first thing I was thinking was the Scorpion is a predator.
Right.
He is.
That was the
Yeah.
name of the unit, but the Scorpion is a
Killer.
predator.
And it's
Straight
deadly.
killer. Right. A deadly killer. Right. Ain't nothing
I,
sweet about.
I was talking about Mortal
Scorpion.
Kombat. Scorpion was my,
Well,
Hell,
yeah,
he was
he was a
deadly.
killer.
but he was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get over here. Yeah.
You pull that big ass chain, come out that hand.
I mean, no disrespect. They did
That
grab
bitch
him.
pulled out that mask and put that hot fire on you. I said, "Is that bad, bro?" And burn your ass to a crisp.
All it toasted.
Baby Scorpion and Luke and Sub-Zero was my nigga. Okay?
Yes, bro. I tell you, but I watched the video, and every time I've looked at it like 2 or 3 times. And the reason why it's hard for me to watch, but the reason why I watch is we cannot forget.
Right.
We can never forget
No.
what happened.
Right. Yeah. We can't even, to be honest, we can't even make this normal. But something I did mention on my thing yesterday too. Also, we need to start realizing within ourselves that we need to have some accountability too. Not in this situation, but when people say, "Oh, look, it was a black cop." See, now how do you feel? How am I supposed to feel? I feel the same.
I feel the same.
I feel the same.
Right.
You need to start viewing each other. Right. You just killed someone. You need to start viewing each other with respect. When we see each other,
yeah, but the funny thing is, you saw as they were standing and talking, they knew they had inside. They knew they had fucked up because they were already trying to come up with excuses. They were already trying to come up with a scenario for what happened. But guess what? Y'all so smart.
He did this and he did that, and I did. He did that.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the scary thing about all this is to me, if he had not died, they probably would have got away.
Yeah,
they would have got away with it.
They would have gotten punished, but they would have got away with it. They already, have you known many cases they've already amongst themselves have been somewhat in trouble for? But the money, it was like $1 million, $900 and something thousand that was paid out to people from the misconduct that they have done. And the issue here is these police unions cover that, and they don't have to pay any of that. If these officers really had to pay out of pocket for the stuff that they've done, they would stop. They would cease a lot of that shit because they'd be like,
I would take their pension, their retirement, everything. I'll take your house.
That's it. I don't want to lose my
all assets.
That's it.
They add all and all assets.
Yeah.
It's a lot of this shit.
They'll stop a lot of it. But
you know what? I'm gonna say they'll think twice about stopping people for stupid ass shit.
Yeah, they'll make sure when they stop you that it's legitimate. When they use whatever quote unquote excessive force, that it's warranted, because they know that it's coming out of their pocket. Right now, it's not coming out your pocket. I mean, all them officers in any other job where you was dealing with something where on the back end you would have been fired, costing a company $1 something million, $900 and something thousand, $2.5 million. What company would keep you?
Oh yeah, because you're a liability.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You're a liability, yeah. Baby, I can't afford your risk.
I mean, shit, Best Buy fired folks if you're short $5 or more. You getting the write up and you out of here. So I mean, in a sense where you are in charge of protecting and serving, and I don't know where those two things become amiss in policing when it's more judge dread or judge, jury, and executioner. I don't know when they became the thing, but it's just real unfortunate.
And the sad thing is, and I see a comment by Sunshine Mill. Sunshine Mill says Scorpion Unit is an acronym: Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods. Wow.
Right.
They ain't restoring no goddamn peace, all right.
Right.
And I'm sure that, and I heard that there were a lot of prior complaints about this unit before this happened.
Yeah. Yeah, there were, because
All them
I was listening.
officers.
I was listening
Right.
to the radio the other morning on the way to work, and several people from Memphis, they
Mhm.
called in and they talked. They said, if you all only knew half of what is truly going on there
Yeah.
with the police,
They'll just
they was
stop
like
people.
because they weren't surprised, because
Right.
like, this is what they do.
Yeah. They'll just
They
stop people.
stalk you. They
Right.
if you're in a group, they don't bother you, but they stick around and wait until you all split
Separate.
up,
Hmm.
and then they go after you.
And in hopes to find drugs or something on
Hmm.
you. So yeah, they have harassed plenty of people.
Wow. So Taylor, Well, Taylor, you just had an interesting comment. Taylor says, I hate to say this, but I don't trust any cops, no matter what color they are. And my cousin's fiance is an officer, and I don't trust him either.
Mm.
That-
Well,
I
it is
thought I
what
was
it
the
is.
only. I thought I was the only one.
You are not the only one.
No,
No,
you're not. You're not alone. Trust me.
because the nature of why they were created is still embedded. It has nothing to do. That's just to
So like,
Right.
like,
Policing
go ahead.
policing was created not to protect.
protect.
Not-
Right. It was
It
never.
really wasn't.
No.
Well, it was
never
created to
became-
protect them, not us. It was
Not
created
even
to
that.
kill
I'll
us.
just say this: policing was not created to protect.
Yeah. No. It was just
That was something that was thrown in years
later,
later.
years later. Right. It was
Uh-huh.
created mainly to
This
control the slave.
This stemmed from your lynch mobs.
Yeah. Right. Control
making
the
them
Klan.
legal. Making them legal.
Hmm.
That's what policing.
And
derives
runaways
from.
and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All those
these are your
bounty hunters and all
lynchmen.
that. Yep.
Yeah,
Your
these
bounty
were your
hunters for
lynchmen.
slaves and all
Right.
those. That's where they
Right.
derive.
These were your lynchmen that became legal.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Hmm.
My grandma
Yeah.
told me I was. My grandma said I was green.
And the sad thing is, I believe, when stuff like this happens, one of my best friends is an officer.
No.
Mm.
You know, I know that there are good cops. I know that there are good black cops, and it's a shame. It's a shame. I won't categorically say everyone who's an officer is a bad person.
Right.
You know,
Shit me.
But at the
I
same
don't-
time, though, my whole issue is if you're not saying anything and you're complicit in what's going on in your department or your unit, and you clearly know what's going on, and you just, well, I don't want to ruffle no feathers, then you are just as bad. Then there's no kind of saving grace for me in that.
No.
okay, I could co-sign that.
There's no kind of saving grace for me in that.
I ain't co-signing the motherfucker thing, bitch. You got on blue. I don't like you. Sorry. I don't give a fuck who you is, bitch. Sorry.
Hmm.
I have family members who, I have first cousins
I do too.
who is officers, and they be like, "Oh, what's up, cuz? No, don't touch me, bitch.
Oh.
Get your ass from by me. Bye. Get the fuck on."
I don't do the police.
And so, we had a family reunion at my great grandmother's house, and they pulled up, but they didn't pull up in their police cars. They pulled up in their regular cars, so they were out of uniform. And they was like, "Oh, what's up? Baby, stay your ass over there. Don't come over here, bitch. I do too much legal shit. Get your ass from by me. I don't give a fuck who you is. Bye. Go over there."
Lord.
He was like, "Why you so light? They're like, why you so mean?" I said, "I'm not mean. I just don't trust them." They was like, "Our cousin." They was like, "They ain't family." I don't give a shit.
Hey, it
That's how
is
it
what
is.
it is. It is what it is.
It is
Let's shift topics. Out in London, I actually want to talk about a story that you and DeMario brought to my attention, and you're in Jacksonville,
Oh,
and you brought it. Yes. So there's a mega church in Jacksonville called the Jacksonville First Baptist Church, and they are requiring their membership to sign an anti-LGBTQ pledge vowing to adhere to biblical sexuality, meaning between a man and a woman. So they are asking all of their membership, because I was trying to figure out, and I asked you this question, London,
Mm-hmm.
how are they determining who needs to sign this form. And I read an article on it, and it seems like they're asking all their members to sign it. And what they're saying is they're withholding membership, so they're not going to, they can't say they're going to stop you from entering. What they're saying is they're not going to give you membership if you do not sign this pledge. They're saying that, and they're saying, they have a statement here. They say, as a member of First Baptist Church, I believe that God creates people in his image as either male or female, and that this creation is a fixed matter of human biology, not individual choice. I believe marriage is instituted by God, not government, is between one man and one woman. It is the only context for sexual desire and expression. And they're saying that if you refusing to sign this pledge does not ban an individual, because they know they're getting into a legal slippery slope, does not ban an individual from attending the house of worship, but it is a prerequisite for membership, quoted by Senior Pastor Heath Lambert. Now, he is somebody that has made a lot of, he claims he's not a politician. He's a pastor. He says he's a Christian, but he has a lot of his public statements and views align with Ron DeSantis. And they're a huge mega church. So there's a connection.
Money, money, money. Oh, go ahead, London.
So First Baptist is the largest mega church in Jacksonville, which means downtown is like swamp with the ass. They have like 4 car garages, and then the church sits like in the corner of, like on the corner of, I want to say that's State Street, and it goes all the way from the corner all the way to the next street. So it's pretty fucking big. It's real big. So when the news aired this out, I was like, so you trying to tell me that in order for you to be a member, you got to sign this piece of paper?
They making it so what they're doing is by asking everyone to sign it, they're not singling anybody out, because they're not just going and pointing. They say, hey, you gay, we think you gay, you like boys or you like girls, so you need to sign this document. They making everybody sign it. That way they saying they're not singling anybody out, and then by saying they're not banning you, we're gonna let you come in, but you're not a member.
Wait a minute, now you do know that I had to rewrite some shit, because that ain't the first thing that they said.
What was the first thing?
That was, so the article that you probably got was the second one. The one I sent you, that was on TV, that was the first one. That was the one that was for all this hoopla shit got even started. That was the one that said, if you don't sign it, you will not be a member. Now they saying everybody got to sign it, because before then they didn't say that. They had to sign it in order to be a member of their church. Now they done changed it to what you just
But
did.
they still saying the same thing. They still saying the same thing.
Tomato.
Yeah, they still saying the same thing. They just worded it differently so they would.
They don't got a lawyer.
It wouldn't be said that you will not be a member, but they're still saying the same thing. As a prerequisite of membership, that means that if you don't sign it, you won't be a member, because it's a caveat to being a member for you to sign. But it's just the wording that legally separates them from being liable to be like, okay, so you're saying I can't, in this place of worship that is tax free, that all these other things that get included in your umbrella, that I can't come here if I'm not a member. Okay, because I don't sign this paper. So they make that general statement to kind of smooth.
I mean, they clear that up because they know that'll be a lawsuit.
You know what? Ooh, I wish I could smoke. Cause jeez, bitch, I be so high right now.
I was kind of like, honestly, when I read it, I was like, you know what? I don't care, because I wouldn't want to be in a place of worship like that, because that's not God, that's not love, and I wouldn't want to be in that space. I think so many of the LGBTQ community have set in places of worship where they have had to hide or they've had to endure comments. I remember going to a church for many years, and I loved that church, and I loved my pastor, and I would remember that pastor used to make a statement. He would say, I love a man as much as a man could love another man and still be a man. So when I would, and that was right in Tallahassee, Tron, and when I would hear him say that, in my mind, I was sitting there quiet and I wouldn't say anything. And like so many others, and probably act like it didn't bother me. In my mind, I'm saying, so what you're telling me is, what you're saying is that I'm not a man
Right.
because I love differently than you, or because I feel differently than you.
Right.
And I just say, I think we are past the days where you have to be tolerated.
Right.
You know, you go, if you're going to attend a place of worship, and I'm not telling people not to attend a place of worship. I believe in being in a place of worship, but being in a place of worship where you feel free, where
Right.
where you know that you are welcome and you're not tolerated.
Right. I
Well,
will
my
say
thing is this: I don't need you to tolerate me
right. That part is
because I do just damn fine without you. Period. Anyway, so either you welcome me or you don't.
right.
There's no gray area.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I will definitely add to that and say this, that if the church wants to include themselves in so much of the governing body and the governing politics, then the church needs to start paying taxes
That
Right.
like
part.
Or
everybody else.
either shut
Or
the hell
shut
up.
the fuck up. And I'm sorry, but that's just what it is.
Well, sorry for what?
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
you telling the truth.
Either shut the fuck up and stop trying to dictate what people
Well, they're
should.
trying to burn both ends of the candle.
Yeah, but of course. But then you still trying to again rob Peter to pay Paul because you
Right.
are, you don't have to pay taxes. A lot of these big mega churches and small ones, y'all all get contributions from the government itself. So
All
it's
kind of
like,
grants, and
They have
because guess what, the average church today,
quasi-governmental organizations anyway.
yes, because guess
yeah,
what,
I
the
mean,
average church today ain't surviving off the tithe and offering.
no, not at all, not at all. From your storefront to the megas, and then the mega church, passes a lot of them. Oh, we need to fly private because we don't like to be around people and other spirits when we're flying. Okay, but you can't pay for that yourself.
I know one big church that's surviving without tithe offering. I know one.
Which one?
Potter's house, Dallas, Texas. What you mean?
Oh,
But,
Bishop
but,
Jakes.
but
Yeah,
I'm
Big
sure,
J.
but I'm sure Jake still get government funding.
Uh,
I'm sure a lot of them programs that he has in his church gets government funding.
They probably do, but see, Bishop Jakes is also a producer. He also writes movies. He does
Yeah, but that's
other
his
other
personal. But
shit.
that's his personal money.
That's his personal
That's his
money.
personal money. That ain't got nothing to do with the church. Because what you're not gonna, because the church is a business, right? And what you're
It
not gonna do
is.
with a business is tie your personal money and with your business money. Because if the business goes down, then that means your personal money goes down. So all that other stuff he
Those are
does
two
with the
separate
book,
accounts.
right? So all that other stuff he books, movies, speaking engagements, and all that kind of stuff. That is not church. That is not church
That's
No,
money.
that's
That
that's
his
is
not
personal.
Potter's house. That's
That's
right.
TD
Right.
Jakes.
Right. That's TD Jake stuff. But I mean, I get your point. But trust, he still gets government funding. They still get grants and funding to do a lot of stuff. So a lot of the stuff that he is, that's being put out there, it's not coming out of, a lot of it may not be coming out of the church's pocket, but it's coming from government. Just like a lot of these other
And London,
it's
you also got to
coming from
understand
government.
a lot of these social programs that they offer. Who you think is funding that? They're getting this money
Right.
from the federal government.
The government.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
right.
they're getting those grants. That's why you don't hear about it because they're not loans. These are grants that
Mhm.
fund these programs that they offer at these churches.
Hmm. So if you look at it, you take a mega church like this church, who's probably getting a lot of, and with a mega church, and I'm sure their members are giving. We know their members are giving, but they're getting funding from a lot of additional sources. And so when you have a pastor, a leader that has views so closely aligned with government, I mean, this man he says he's not a politician, but he is one. He's closely aligned with Ron DeSantis' views, and I promise you, Ron DeSantis is gonna look out.
Of course.
Of course. It scratch my back, I scratch yours.
And he
It's
probably already doing it.
it's a club. It's a club that not many people get to be a part of.
Right.
Hmm. So yeah, I just say, I was offended when I read the article, but I was like, you know what, fuck that. I ain't finna be nowhere because I don't want to be around no damn demons that badly. Y'all
Well,
can
for
keep that,
one,
baby.
and for one, when someone is tolerating you, to me, that's a key indicator that they're using you.
Right.
You have something that they need or want, and the only way they know they can get it is to make you believe that they're okay with you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all that tolerate crap. That's all that is. You have something I
Right.
want, and
I
this
like.
is the means in which I can get it.
Yeah. And you know what? I hate to say this, and I don't want to characterize all women, but when it came to church, I didn't trust women. I was very guarded with women in church because there were one or two that I was close to, but I kept that small. And even with the one or two that I was close to, there were certain areas of conversation or certain areas of my life that I wasn't gonna go there with you on. Because in the back of my head, I always kept in mind this: you may say you cool with me, you may do it. I may genuinely love you as a person, and you love me as a person. But in the back of my mind, I still felt like there was a judgment
Mhm.
of of how I lived, and so to me, that there was a wall, a separation of sort that had to be there.
Right.
And I see Taylor's comment. Taylor says women in church are messy. Well, I know a lot of messy men in church too, so I think that could equally be said of
Yeah.
men.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
messy.
Trust me, because the local pastor, some of y'all churches is messy. The deacon board is messy. The trustee board is messy. Elder and minister such and such is messy. It ain't just the women that can be messy.
And they straight and just as messy and catty as they want to be.
Or they straight in public.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They straight in public, Tony.
Uh, uh,
They straight with a twist.
Well,
Baby, they will lay the gays out in the pulpit and take pipe from you at night.
oh, oh, oh.
They will slay you from the pulpit while you slay them at night on them sheets.
or they be looking at my walk in the daytime at night.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yes, baby.
That,
I'm just like,
that,
yeah.
that, try. Y'all, you and Demario, y'all gets on my nerves.
Why? Why we get on your nerves?
Cause you was like, well, damn, brother, damn. Demario was like, well, damn, brother, why you walking like that? Bitch, this how I walk.
Oh yeah, we was at Jacksonville with London on Sunday, and me and Demario had went up there to hang out with London, and I don't know who mentioned it about your walk. I said that's how London walk. I think it was Demario. London. If you ever see London walk, London that ass it moves in different directions when he walking. They be going east, south, north, and west. He depending on which way he going. You know, and he don't
Going
got a little
around.
extra. And Tony, and he don't got a little extra cush bite there too lately.
Oh,
No.
So,
he be going around in the circle when he walking.
baby, he
All right.
was walking. I said, the Mario brought it up. I said, yeah, baby. I said that ass is everywhere. That ass.
London be out there trying to disturb the peace.
I don't be disturbing no people. I just be walking. That's it. And
Yes.
sometimes, hey, I mean, people. Hey, I can't help it. Okay, yeah, my ass moving in a circle. Yeah, but
Yes.
only the
Oh,
real,
thank you, Rashawn. Thank you for the
but
cash out, Rashawn.
only the real bitches will stop and say what's up.
Yes. I ain't gonna be messy, but y'all know London had got a hug from somebody Sunday, and
Oh,
they was squeezing the ass while they was hugging him.
Okay, this is what happened.
like
Okay,
Charmin squeeze.
this is what happened. Talking, whatever, and we was getting ready to go, and the boy just whatever. So he was like, "Oh, give me a hug." So when he gave me a hug, he went down my butt, and then he was like, "What's up? But different by me. Going on, going on. This ain't what you want. Going on." So yeah, he squeezed my little cheeks or whatever, and then he walked away. Thank
All
you.
right, little booties matter. I'm all for it.
Them cheeks bigger than the last time I saw him. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh,
But since we talk about cheeks and things that things that jiggle and things that taste good, let's talk about some chicken. So I found this story, and it's out of Chicago. A lady that
I'm
worked,
still laughing.
baby.
You said
I
what?
I
No,
found this story about
story.
this lady that worked for a school system in Chicago. Her name is Vera Liddell. Now Vera sound like baby. She about in her 50s, early 60s. Vera was the director of food services for Harvey School District 152. That's near Chicago. Okay, Vera is accused of stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the school district.
oh yeah.
So let me give you the background. So they are saying between July 2020 and February of 2022, Vera made hundreds of unauthorized orders at school district's expense. She is accused of ordering over 11,000 cases of chicken wings, which ran up a bill of more than $1.5 million. So they caught this when they did an audit, and their food budget was over by nearly over $300,000. Not to mention that the wings had bone in it. Now, if you ever had chicken nuggets, whatever the school, they don't serve you no wings with no bones in school. So, and oddly enough, they got video surveillance of her going. She always made the orders separate from the regular orders. The orders were always made separate, and she was the one going to pick up the orders. But strangely enough, the chicken wings never made it to the school.
You missed a part. She drove the district van to pick them up.
But she made a stop on the way, obviously.
This heifer was sending them damn wings to local restaurants. So
Baby, I'm mad at Vera. I'm mad because Vera, as high as chicken wings is right now, you ain't calling me Vera.
She was selling them chicken wings. That's what she was.
Vera, I would have bought a whole damn case for you, Vera.
Yeah. Whatever.
She was supplying the restaurants. I don't care what none of y'all say.
Right. Yeah.
Baby, Vera was selling them wings out the church kitchen.
She was knocking the hell out of Cisco.
Yeah,
She was knocking the hell out of Cisco. She was killing Cisco.
Yeah.
Baby, Vera had set up outside the club, baby. When y'all came out, Vera on the wings. Set y'all a plate.
I got some bags.
Y'all want a wing platter?
Got the deep fry going and the grill.
And she fried the chicken and the fries in the same grease.
And you wonder why they taste so good.
And she got that big ass. And she got that.
She looked like she got some fat wings, mama so them. That's some good chicken.
Baby, Sheila, how many of y'all out there listening? How many of y'all would have bought a case? If you would have bought a case for Vera, that's what I'm mad at Vera because Vera ain't called nobody. Vera, you could have sent me them wings.
I don't feel sorry for her because her ass could have started a mail order service and she'd have been all right.
Hell yeah, Vera, you could have.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Darius.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Vera could have got one of them containers with some icy packs or whatever, and Vera could have mailed me them damn wings.
Right.
She was selling potato salad and everything else.
Oh, Rashawn, she probably had vegan wings too.
Not vegan wings.
She probably had cauliflower wings.
Them vegan wings be good too.
Oh yeah, them cauliflower wings be good, London. I'm just trying to figure out. You gotta. I can't even imagine how much chicken. Over 11,000 cases of chicken that's what, like a 2 year period.
That's a
Vera got over on their ass. 11,000 cases of chicken.
Cases?
I mean, because isn't each case like 40 pounds or something like that?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of chicken.
Yeah, that's a lot of chicken.
Now, that's why chicken high, not because of Vera ass. That's why they're raising the price of wings.
Does Vera have a catering service?
Look,
somebody got a catering service.
Somebody has a catering service.
I want to know who.
Can't hear you again.
Can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to know who bought wings for Vera. Who bought them cases? Because they asked to need to be brought up on charges because they didn't tell nobody.
Shit,
They ain't gonna tell
say
you.
something, they done sold them wings.
Right. Sold them wings.
London, did you buy a case for Vera?
I bet she took a case to her family reunion. She took a case to her nephew's wedding. She been dropping cases for a minute.
Look, she been sending them for Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Merry Christmas with some wings with my famous sauce and potato salad.
The big football game on Sunday.
Big football game. Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about Thanksgiving. Who got the wings,
I got
Vera?
y'all just bring the deep fry.
Bring the
Baby, I wonder how many deep freezers.
She got about 3 deep freezers.
Darius,
Yep.
she didn't need no deep freezer. She was selling that shit before she made it back to the school. She had already got her orders and she placed them. That's what y'all failing to understand.
Right, that is true.
She already sold them wings. She was just picking them up to make her delivery.
Right.
That's why I'm mad at. Oh, yes. Okay. You could have called Tony Trump.
Them restaurants was buying up them.
Hell, I'm close.
Restaurants was buying up them.
I
tell you that.
Right on here to ATL.
The restaurants was like.
Up here love wings. So
Vera said, "I got them. I got them wings. I got them wings. What you got?"
Semi from my ass. Like, yeah, bring it on down.
Baby, when I tell you wings is damn near a delicacy, you go in the store now and you try to buy some damn wings, you be looking like, damn, I remember when chicken used to be cheap.
Look, that's why I take my ass over to that Pick 5.
Thank you. I'll be like, shit, wings is a delicacy now.
Like I said, I go right over to that Pick 5 hour.
I used to go get that Publix 20, that 20 piece. They don't went up on that shit. That shit like damn $16, $17 now. I said, oh Lord.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about the brown organic eggs.
Lord, eggs. I bought an 18 carton. 18. I bought a carton of 18 eggs. I'm like $12. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't do eggs.
You don't do eggs? Why?
Nope.
Why not?
I just don't.
You just
when I went vegan for a while, I got used to.
You a vegan?
I did for a little bit.
Oh, so you ain't all the way vegan. You vegan. You was experimenting.
I'm not all the way vegan.
You vegan on the weekend?
I did it for an entire year.
Oh, so you was experimenting.
On the weekend.
I mean, first of all, it's good to do. You should always do that. It helps clean out your system, and kind of.
Oh, baby, they got stuff for that.
You need a full detox naturally. Yeah.
You know they got that. What's that stuff you can buy out the Walmart? You drink it early in the morning. If you got players that night, what they call it? What is it? Is it calcium? What is it?
The potassium. Not potassium.
Oh yeah, you drink that whole bottle, baby. Now when you drink that bottle, you got to stay home for the day. But baby, by the time your day come over that evening, bitch, you clean.
That's crazy.
Baby, this house is clean.
Right. You have exercised all the demons.
All that chicken you just bought from Vera.
Oh God.
You don't bought that 12 piece with Vera last night when you came out the club. Fried in that she done fried chicken, fish, and French fries in that same damn grease.
Everything tasting alike. But you so drunk and messed up, you don't taste the difference. Everything's good.
Uh-huh. And if you didn't get it in before, you gotta wait till the next day if you didn't get it in before that food digested that night.
Oh yeah, you can.
And so you gotta go down to the Walmart and get you some of that what is it, potassium, what you call it?
Mm-hmm. With the flavor. You gotta get the flavor.
With the flavor. And you gotta Yes, and you drank that whole bottle.
The whole glass bottle.
And
Make
baby,
sure
you gonna flow London like the Rivers Jordan. Let me see what Taylor said. Taylor says he used to think vegans and vegetarians were really healthy people, but they had me fooled. My cousin keeps me informed. What do you mean, Taylor? You trying to say they're not healthy people?
Not that they're not healthy, but I mean things happen to everybody. So I mean people like to always think that eating healthier. I mean it does help in a lot of situations because we've eaten so much stuff over the years that you do need to cleanse yourself out. But because the body will rebuild itself, but you got to make sure you eat the right stuff. So.
Yes. I know. Like I'm trying not to eat so much red meat and stuff like
that.
Yeah,
I've been stopped that. I stopped at college. Like I have no red meat, no pork. So it's just like chicken.
Well, I don't really eat pork. But I do love me a little beef. Now I want some chicken. Because of Vera fuck ass. I'm just mad at Vera ass. I'm still on Vera. Now I want to know what Vera did.
She could have hooked
us up. I want to know what Vera did with all this money she made. What did she do?
Ain't no damn telling.
Ain't no damn telling.
Because Vera, I hope you hear some money somewhere like in the Caribbean or some damn well, because you're going to need that money.
I hope she got a criminal defense fund. With that money.
I hope she got a damn trust in one of her kids' grandkids' name or something.
Right. That they can't touch.
Girl, Vera.
You know what? I'm so glad I don't have a criminal mind because my ass will be under the federal jail.
Because
the way I think
that and clean that money real quick.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm glad I don't have a criminal mind.
You wouldn't have been able to have been like, what money? Where is that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Show me what you're talking about.
Show me. It'd have been businesses and everywhere, just not in my name, nothing to do with it.
Child, I'd have bank accounts all across the world on other people's names.
My social security number would have been nowhere near it.
Nowhere near it, right?
Nowhere near it. Thank you. So what Vera messed up was Vera had her name all over everything, and she was the one on camera.
She was the one signing for the stuff. That's
right.
So
she was the one picking it up.
You the one signing for it.
And see, first of all, she should have had all her kitchen managers making these damn orders.
Right.
She got greedy and was like, "Oh, I do it my damn self." Okay.
Right.
Now you about to do this time by your damn self.
Right. Because you cushioning the orders. So say if the school is self-ordering 10 cases, you order extra 10, talking about, well, just in case, because we got, and then maybe at first they let you slide or whatever, but you kept doing it, and then they like.
Right.
When people start looking at the budget, because the money is going, and we're trying to figure out
the money is gonna always tell the story. Well, if you want to know what happened, follow the money.
Right, and the fact that you ordering something that the system doesn't even serve. That's the other crazy part. Like, well, damn, if you're gonna steal, at least steal something that's not so obvious.
You should have stole some of them damn cheese pizzas. Or some of them chicken nuggets, but your ass had to be greedy. You wanted the bone-in wings.
Right.
Some of the Minute Maid freezers.
Trying to throw a damn hot wing party.
Remember the Minute Maid freezers? Like, you should have stole some of them.
Vera, you could have got them nasty ass corn dogs that they served at the school. Nobody don't want them.
Nobody wants those. Nobody wants those.
Vera, you should have got that damn jello and took it down there to the nursing home. People would have bought it.
Or she could have just got some damn boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Vera, you could have got some broccoli and rice, baby. Right away with that shit.
That's broccoli and rice.
Ooh, baby.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Vera could have got some processed fish and fed the nation.
I'm fishing a loaf of bread. Yes.
And some of that white bread, Christian, some of that good old white bread.
With some mustard.
Man. Oh, don't talk about no mustard. No.
Oh Lord, I wish I knew Vera. I really wish I knew Vera.
Oh no, I don't wish
For
I
what?
did Vera.
I don't want to know her.
Cause I wish I could do her something like Vera, girl. You was dumb as fuck. What was you thinking, girl?
I don't know her. I don't even want to talk to Vera at
Right.
this
I don't
point.
want to.
No.
No, I'm not gonna bitch you. Bitch you now. You know
I
you.
don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
read you, but
talk
bitch
to her.
you know you could have called me and you asked me if I wanted a case too.
No, I don't even know who Vera is. Who we talking
Right.
about? Who
Vera
we
who?
talking about? Right.
Vera what?
I don't know Vera. I know Corrine.
I know a Vera Wang.
Right.
I know Maybelline. I don't know Vera.
I know Miss Wang. I don't know that.
Miss Wayne. You Miss Asian Wayne.
Miss Asian Wang.
Not Black Wayne, but Asian Wayne.
No,
Oh yeah.
Asian Vera. I know Asian.
What y'all think she did with all them damn bones for them?
That's probably how they.
That's how they got her ass too, bitch. You buy the wing with the bone in it.
Garbage full of nothing but bones.
But Duce could have been fucking them bones up, London.
Kidding me? Not do say bougie ass. Not what London be feeding him.
Right, that would London be feeding him. Bottled
First,
water and things. He don't eat chicken bones.
I bougie. Second, do I take the best care of him? Yes, I do.
Does he eat chicken
That's what I
bones?
say. He is not gonna eat no chicken bones.
Right.
Well, so chicken bones, reluctantly, you can give your dog, anything, but chicken bones, it messes up their digestion.
Oh, okay.
You really can't give them that type of stuff.
Child, just go ahead and order. Wait till 10 o'clock and order a Duce a 2-for-1 appetizer from Applebee's.
Well,
Right.
actually,
He the type, he take his dog to Starbucks and give him some
I do give him a pup cup from
a
Starbucks.
pup cup. And when you
That's
go
the
get some ice cream, you get some vanilla ice cream, a little scoop. And, yeah.
Well, he has dog ice cream that's already in the refrigerator.
Oh, see, look at that.
Bougie.
So tonight he's gonna have
Desserts. Uh-huh.
Tonight he's gonna have salmon, carrot, and rice.
Wait a minute. He eats salmon?
Mm.
What
Yeah.
part of
Yes.
bougie you didn't get?
You didn't leave right.
Last
Then you
minute?
understand, right?
Oh, he ain't eating chicken. He eating salmon.
Yes. He eat what his daddy eat.
I mean, he can eat chicken, as long as it's off the bone and it's cooked. It's fine. So like Friday when I decide to air fry some chicken, I just take the chicken off the bone and I put that in this dog food.
Hmm.
He's a bougie nigga. Believe me. Believe
See,
me.
Oh, see, that's what you're saying.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow.
there's when I go to the grocery store, I have to shop for me and him.
And him. Yes, of course.
Well, that's your baby.
Right.
It is
You-
what it is.
Child, these new dogs today, baby, they different from the old dogs, the old school dogs I was growing up, baby. They ate whatever your ass put. They ate whatever your ass put out there.
So like this morning when I cooked breakfast, I had grits, eggs, toast, and sausages, like the turkey sausages. So
Yes.
I
He has
left one patty for
turkey
him.
sausage. Mm-hmm.
I had one patty for turkey sausage for him. I had some grits. I had a piece of toast, and I put that in his dog food.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Do say right here eating grits and eggs.
He don't eat no
Yeah,
eggs.
he eat grits and
Yeah, grits. That's a grain.
Oh yeah, he a nigga for real. Yeah, he a nigga for real.
so like whatever. Like if I'm eating turkey sausage or something, I'll save a piece of sausage and make him some like put the rest of the grits that I haven't eat inside his dog bowl. And yeah, that nigga eat whatever he wants. Thanks to my mama, his bougie ass gets whatever the fuck he wants, pretty much.
Child, he eat better than some people I know. He eat better than Vera right now.
So like
The other one.
it was Thanksgiving, right? And
He had a whole spread.
my mama left the sweet potato pie on the stove. So you see how big you say he is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he got on that though.
Who is that stacking? Okay. So I went to go take a shower. I wasn't thinking nothing of it, whatever. So I come back, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, he gonna get you." So I smashed the hot up on the stove in the kitchen, and then pulled the sweet potato pie down and ate the whole pie.
Mm.
I'm talking about what my grandma made. So you know I was pissed, and I couldn't get another one. Oh, I want to wet his ass. When I say wet his ass, I ain't beat him. No, I was just like, boy, you better be glad you my kid, cause bitch, if you would have been anybody else, I would have wore your ass out. I only had one slice of it. Ooh, bitch, I was mad.
You gotta be careful right here. You can't leave food out right here.
So, like, I tell people, like, right now, like, how I have my kitchen set up, he can walk past where the stove and stuff is there. He can walk past that. He can't bring his ass down. No, sir. Walk your ass past. Don't even come over here. Don't leave nothing out. Round the type of dog I got, or that motherfucker can get up on top of the counter with no problem. He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, he big.
He ain't super big, but he's big.
He about 75, 80 pounds, right?
He's 95.
95. Oh yeah, he a big mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I'm surprised you. Yeah, it ain't no guardrail here. He'll jump a guardrail if you put one in there.
Right, that's like a hurdle. That's like a
That dog
hurdle.
ain't gonna jump shit. He just gonna knock it the fuck.
Yo, he gonna knock it right over here.
I got him trained to the point, if I look at him wrong, if I raise my voice, or if I pick up that little tool that got the little newspaper wrapped and taped around, he don't not play with me. Ask Darius, he'll tell you.
So since we talking about Duce, tell the people about your channel, London.
So I have a channel on YouTube called Duce and Me. I have 3 videos. If you please go like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, I'll make sure I do that.
As far as me going live on YouTube, YouTube has several restrictions. So right now I'm just doing live on Instagram and Facebook.
But London, what you can do is just you can do your videos and then download the videos and upload them to YouTube.
I've tried it.
Or use your phone to record them and then upload them that way.
I'll try that.
Yeah. But there's an app, there's a Facebook video download app where you can download videos from Facebook. So like if you did like a live or something like that, I think you can go in.
What's the app?
It's like Facebook Downloader or something like that. Hold on, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, trying.
So
you remember that gold chain we was talking about?
What about it?
Gold collar, the Cuban link.
It
went on sale. Praise God. So let me go and start buying. Let me go and get his Christmas gift on out. Motherfucking way.
You knew you were gonna get it anyway.
I was, but damn.
How much is the collar?
So originally the collar was, because it's 14 karat, it's like the metallic gold that but it's the big collar, like for the neck or whatever. It was 400. Well, no, with the collar and the leash, it would have been $740 something. So now it's like $3. I'm just gonna get it.
Cool.
I don't want to get it, but I'm just gonna get it.
Like I said, I told you were gonna get it anyway.
Damn, like, bro, I can't buy no fucking Jordans. 3 for shit.
Child, please. Duce ass gonna have to do better, baby, before you be investing that kind of money, baby. The way Duce had that damn room stacking bite though.
Well, yeah. Well, look, good thing it was in his room. It wasn't around. It wasn't nowhere in the house.
Yes. So y'all, I have had fun tonight. This has been fun.
And my
Yeah.
stupid ass
Yes,
talking
I
about
needed that laugh,
my
especially
stupid
about
ass.
the damn chicken.
Oh, girl.
baby.
Thank you so much for the cash app. Appreciate it.
All right for the cash out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you
Tron.
to our King Christian for coming on because I asked him very short notice. I appreciate him.
Of
Appreciate
course.
you for coming on.
Mm, mm.
Well, you know, it's good to have friends, London. It's good to have a friend you can call on. And make sure y'all and Christian tell the people about your show. Tell them about your show because Christian has a very good show, and y'all need to tune in.
But see, like
Thank
Christian ain't never had me on his show. I guess to say I'm too ghetto.
Well, first and foremost, you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome to be on the show. It's not a thing where you need an invitation. So it's
But
politics.
I don't know how to get on the show without no invite. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll make sure I send you out an invite. Okay.
Ooh, I gotta see what I gotta put on. I'm trying to figure out how my titties gonna be, cause bitch, I don't know.
You know what? Anyway, so the show is called Politics and Wellness. Okay. Basically, we talk about politics, of course. Some wellness, but wellness usually has to do with either something that is going on with like mental health or your physical health. Anything we come across, whether that I come across or Brother Nate comes across, dealing with the healthcare system or anything changing in the laws. We try to keep people abreast on that pretty much. So it's a little, and there's some we crack a few jokes to kind of lighten things up, and because a day without laughter is a day wasted. So you got to make sure that sometimes a lot of this stuff can be over some people's heads. So we try to make sure we break it down enough to where you get a basic understanding of what's going on, so you're not clueless out here. Because it's important. Knowledge is power, and we need that
Very
because
true.
they are definitely making sure that they utilize their power to take it from us. So
And when does your show come on?
it is Tuesdays at 8:35 p.m.
Eastern
Is
Standard Time,
there a
right?
Eastern
significant?
Standard Time. Yes.
Is there a significance to that time, or?
No, not really. I mean, because at first my work schedule, I was really just getting off at eight
Okay,
o'clock.
gotcha.
So then it just gave me like that little window to kind of do, and then I just kept it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All
Try,
right.
it's trying this orange coming up your way soon.
Okay, cool. Let me know. You have the contact info.
I'm just coming to support my mother. That's it. As her quest. That's it. That's all I'm coming for. And hell,
Okay.
ooh,
You just felt the need to say that, huh?
I know. I'm like, okay.
I mean,
I
I'm
was
not
just
going
gonna
up to something else. I don't think.
I was just gonna do you the same way I do everybody else that comes up to ATL. Take you out, have a good time. If you
Now,
want to go out to
Tron is a
dinner,
great host.
Well, let me go give you this disclaimer.
Mhm.
I don't gotta really go out nowhere because every time I do, I get in trouble.
no, not the places I go.
Well, where you go?
You'll find out when you get here.
He don't go to places you go. So wherever you go, he don't go.
Where you go at, baby?
So just know wherever you go, he don't go. Yes. All right. Well, this has been good, y'all. I have enjoyed this. I have laughed. I've had a good time.
Yes, learned a few things, which is always great.
I'm gonna find Vera ass on Facebook and read her.
I don't think she can respond to you right now.
Vera ass might be out on bond. She does it's ticket money.
Lord.
Well, all right. Thank you for everybody in the comments who were supporting tonight. Thank you. We appreciate you. And we will catch you all next week. Tony, you are welcome anytime you want to come on. Just say, hey, I'm coming in.
Okay.
You gotta give me a one so I can go get my girl.
You should always say your girl's on London.
I don't be feel like, wow, girl.
Just start with a light size and then go up if you need to.
I only put them on really when look, I only put them on really when I'm cooking. That's it.
Which size you want? Do you be cooking like the church mother with the big titty sticking her head out the door to see what's going on at the service?
Uh-huh.
That was that was very fast. But then she don't serve them stuff chicken with.
You know I mean, talk about.
What?
So Beyonce's tour dates drops today, right?
I saw.
And I'm looking at these ticket prices.
Oh, but you know Beyonce ain't cheap.
But I'm saying you want $2,000 to sit at your concert?
And guess what? They gonna pay it. They gonna pay it. Just like them hoes over in Dubai paid all that money to see Beyonce and all the and some of the gays. I believe that was white gays. I don't believe that was the black gays.
Well,
I don't think the black gays were mad at Beyonce for going over there and getting her bag.
As far as her Florida shows, they're sold out already.
Of course. When that bitch say she announcing the tour, bitch, they're gonna be sold out instantly.
So much for me coming to Tampa for to come see her.
I don't know. Patty gonna be here Sunday. I might go see Patty.
Now you tell me, bitch. You real smart.
Child, I've been talking about Patty for 2 weeks. I even talked to Auntie Deb about it.
What Auntie Deb said?
I don't know. Auntie Deb said she had something to do. She said she'd think about it. I was like, okay, girl. That's all. I got a banquet to go to, and it's a pageant. Your one of your daddies is putting on Sunday.
You talking about Tarico?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you talking about that pageant in Tampa? I think it's for like
the Prep for Life pageant.
Yeah, it's not no big ass pageant.
No, it's a big pageant, bitch. The winner get $2,000 that night.
Well, girl, I mean that's normal.
It ain't no play pageant. The girls he got coming and the girls competing, they ain't playing.
Well, who coming? Let me see how big this pageant finna be.
Well, bitch, it was big last year because I was a judge last year.
Well, who coming?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names. I'm gonna say who show up at registration.
No, I'm talking about who's performing.
Child, you seen the flyer on Facebook? Look at the flyer. Some of the people gonna be there on the flyer.
In flyer.
Oh yes, brother. You right, brother. Anyhow, let's get up out of here.
Send me the flyer, whore.
All right, whore. And we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.